Oh damn, what a motorcycle dude at?
Is wait, can we see? This shit is crazy.
Hit him in the nose.
Look. What's going on? This is My Life in Shot. I'm your host, Donald Washington. I promise you guys, never a dull day in Chicago. Let's get started. One of the things I preach about every day, the protection of our women, our children, our elders, and the ability to deliver consequence, power. 2 people killed. Now, her identity has been, she's 64 years old. This is somebody's mother, sister, daughter, 64 years old, and also a male, 25, shot to death. Look at all those evidence markers out there. I'm going to bring you guys this story. This is the story right here.
2 people shot and killed in Chicago's West Garfield Park neighborhood. Police say a 25-year-old man was standing near the 200 block of South Pulaski when 2 men apparently approached and he was shot. And about a block south of there, police tell us they found a 64-year-old woman who was also shot and killed. All of this happening right around midday today. Right now, police are searching for the shooters who took off in a black sedan.
I'm going to also bring you guys the exact same day, 26, that those 2 were killed. These 2 were killed. 26-year-old male, 56-year-old male on the 3800 block of Southwestern. The young man has been identified, Quincy Lamont Faulkner. This happened the same day, August 19th, and this played out. Look at that van. Look at how many evidence markers are out there at these scenes. These youngsters are using these Dracos. And it's not coincidence that all the rappers are rapping about what? Dracos. Look at all these evidence markers right here. I want to bring you guys this. Look at this. Look at all them evidence markers out there. It's like 30, 40 evidence markers out there. Look at that. The crime scene is littered with. So I'm going to bring you guys the story. They're going to say this actually came from SubX News. So he's going to say Quincy L. Faulkner, 26, was shot and killed in broad daylight, ambushed August 19th around 3:51, 3800 block of Southwestern. They're going to say 25-year-old Richard Faulkner and 56-year-old Calvin Hunt was sitting in a Ford Transit van when multiple attackers exited a Honda, opened fire. They were sitting in the van. The gunmen were reportedly dressed in entirely all black and used a handgun alongside a rifle described as witnessed as a Draco-style weapon. Shot dozens of rounds into the vehicle. Suspects got out of that Honda or whatever, shot the victims before driving away. They're gonna be one was pronounced at the scene, the 26-year-old, and the 56-year-old is in serious condition. However, I preach about protecting our women, our children, and our elders. The 56-year-old was probably not even the target. They were sitting in that van right there. Look at all those bullet holes. Look at what these Dracos and these switches are doing to our community. Look at what they're doing to our community. I want to also bring you guys this video right here. This came from the Chicago Crime Chaser. I'm going to bring you guys a few videos that played out on social media.
What street is this? Chicago, St. Lawrence. Let's slow down there. Oh my goodness.
It's a dead body.
Oh my God. Go. St. Lawrence.
You see that?
Let's slow down
Show it
there.
to you right there.
Oh my goodness.
Dead body right there.
Wait, can you see? Oh my God. This shit is crazy.
If you guys have any info, let me know. I have not heard the info about that, but what do y'all think that does to these kids when they just ride and see a dead body? All right, now, my grandmother used to sit on her porch all the time and just enjoy sitting in peace. Protect our women, our children, our elders. And this elder is sitting on her porch enjoying, just sitting, watching, and she sees some youngsters. And they run back. YNs just unload 30, 40, 50. Sound like somebody busted back though. All right, youngsters that think it's cool to have them Dracos, youngsters that's cool to have them switches, you idiots are going to get out, beef with somebody over, you stepped on my shoes. You looked at me wrong. And you're going to unalive a little innocent child, little innocent baby. Some of these neighborhoods, just move. It ain't worth it. Just move. Because they done shot 30, 40 rounds. Probably didn't even hit their intended target. Probably hit some innocent old lady sitting on the block. Like, what are you doing? But you know what? Actually, I don't know what he was doing. It looked like he was trying to, okay, he got a book bag. Maybe a school kid going to school, trying to take a shortcut or something. He got caught on there. So he got a book bag on, maybe a school kid trying to.
Tell him to go back.
What is he doing? Come. Bruh. How embarrassing is that? Anyway, I'm gonna bring you guys this mail carrier. They should have mace. They should have stuff to protect them. They're saying a postal worker. Okay, I think the postal worker was the one. Yeah, postal worker. They should have mace. They should have protection. What are they doing?
Hit him in the nose. The nose. Hit him in the nose. Hit him in the
Yeah,
nose.
you're gonna have to hit that dog in the nose.
Hit him in the nose. Hit him in his nose.
At least whoever's recording got the right idea.
Get that around here.
Get his nose. Get his nose.
Bro,
Get his nose.
see other people getting attacked. They like,
Get his nose.
yeah, I ain't no way I'm going out there on as a mail carrier and I don't have protection. You know, you should have at least 2 or 3 forms of protection. Phones can be counted as a form of protection, but definitely some mace.
No.
Where you can mace the dog. Yo.
It's his dog.
And something else. If you're going to have a pit bull, raise it correctly. Raise it with love. Raise it to where it's not out there because, hey, they're going to hold that whoever, they're going to hold that person accountable, whoever dog that was. All right, I'm going to bring you guys also this story right here. Lakeshore Drive, there's a motorcyclist that ended up pronounced that did not make it. This is going to be the story right here. Let me bring you guys the video of what played out. Somebody was driving Lakeshore Drive.
I just rolled past it. Just rolled past it. I know they mad.
You must not have known the story.
Oh, damn, what a motorcycle dude at?
So this is the other video right here where motorcycles, let me tell y'all something. They look very fun. They look very, I mean, it's just human nature, you know, even if it's not your fault, you still, you know, I can't count how many times I've been on on the highway and I'm about to switch lanes and all of a sudden I see a motorcycle, boom, and I'm like, whoa, another second and I would have flipped over. It does not have to be your fault. I know a lot of people say, oh, you know, I'm going to be careful. I'm going to be very, you know, cautious, but it does not matter. They're going to say, this is going to say late night collision in the heart of Chicago downtown. A motor is dead and another driver is behind bars. Chicago police report that a 49-year-old woman was riding her motorcycle southbound along the 400 block of South DeSable Lakeshore Drive around 11:30 p.m. Wednesday when a gray sedan heading in the same direction slammed into her from behind. So it was not her fault. The impact caused catastrophic injuries to the motorist, who was rushed to Northwestern Hospital where she was pronounced. I'm saying she. This didn't know her identity at the time. A 49 female motorcyclist, 400 block south to Sabo Lakeshore Drive. A lot of people did post on the picture I posted on Facebook her identity, and I did see who she was. All right, they haven't announced it fully, but yo, if you're thinking about getting a motorcycle, do not. They are not worth it. Not worth the hassle. Anyway, yo, I talk about having a pistol all the time, but only if it's legal. People, they are giving you felonies. When you got a felony on your background, when you try to go get a job, they're going to pull that up and say, wait a minute, you got a felony. 2 felonies, you're looking at doing jail time just for having a gun. It's okay if you have it legally, but man, if it's illegally, it just ain't worth it. So here's what they're going to say. And the crazy part is, look what the story's behind it. They're going to say a 41-year-old man has faced a felony gun charges. Cook County Sheriff's Eviction Unit deputies found a stolen firearm during a court-ordered eviction. So they was just doing an eviction on that home. And voila, whoa, what do we got here? A felony. At approximately 11:50 a.m. August 13th, deputies were enforcing a court order on the 8900 block of South Avenue when they recovered a firearm, which learned to be a reported stolen from Streeter, Illinois. Deputies took 2 residents into custody. After further investigation in the sheriff's police gun investigation team, Kenneth McGee was charged with the possession of a firearm by a repeat felony offender. And Alexis Harris, 31, was processed on an outstanding warrant. McGee was ordered into jail August 14th following his first appearance at Markham Courthouse. So, you know, with the shooting on that grandmother's block, we got to protect our women, our children, our elders. And that's getting on these youngsters. That's taking these guns, that's keeping these Dracos, that's keeping these switches off the streets. By any means necessary, men, we have to take back our blocks, own our cities, or whatever the case may be. So every day I'm going to do this live around 10 o'clock a.m. Y'all hit that notification bell button so that every time I do one of these lives, you guys will get alerted to it. I do understand that a lot of people are not getting alerts. This video right here, y'all imagine being a youngster and seeing this?
Slow down.
How traumatized some of
Slow
these
down,
kids are. There was a
Oh
sister
my
I was talking about from the
goodness.
west side of
Wait.
Chicago, and she was telling me, wow, you know how traumatized and how many people are strung out on drugs. How many people are just effed up from the
This shit is
elements
crazy.
around this surroundings.
Slow down, man.
Some neighborhoods
Oh
it
my
ain't working.
goodness.
Just wait.
Wait, can you see?
I don't know the story behind that. I will. The identity probably would come out today. They had that red tape up. And this is the block. This is the video that just traumatized
What
me.
street is this? Chicago. St. Lawrence. Go. Wait, slow down, man. Oh my goodness.
Hold on this lady block. Hold on, let me see. They just unloaded on this block. Look at those. Those probably Dracos and switches. Somebody busted back at them. And they probably missed every single one of their targets. And the innocent kids get hit. Anyway, y'all stay safe out there. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. Peace, y'all.
On fire.